is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess, I need this real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference.
Keep it a stack.
Monique's son comes forward after Club Shay interview. Monique's firstborn son, Charlamagne Jackson, shared a video on TikTok yesterday to speak on his mother's relationship. Now, he's 34 years old. Let me hear what he had to say.
I guess I felt the need to make this video to just provide some context into this false narrative about her praying to the universe in order to reconcile our relationship or whatever the hell it is. To address the Club Shay interview that she did where she states that she prays to the universe in regards to reconciling our relationship, as I stated, is odd. My mother and I both know that that is a very false narrative, and I would like to free her of having to continue telling that lie. Faith without work is dead, and neither one of us cares to put forth any effort to reconcile with the other.
He also spoke on his mom not being interested in him as well.
To inform a child that you are not interested in being a mother at a time when that kid is the only kid that has the potential to lead a child to believe that you are not interested in them specifically. My mother had also admitted to me that she didn't do the best job that she could do, which would also make one begin to question, all of your past decisions and prior emotional interactions. But my mother showed a clear lack of humility, compassion, and consideration when taking any level of accountability for those things. To this very day, my mother has never expressed to me when, if ever, she became interested in me as her son.
And then he went on ahead and spoke. Now, this video was 10 minutes long, but we just chopped up the most important parts of it, of what I wanted to, talk about. Yeah, and then he also was saying how Monique had called him ungrateful for things that she would buy because she would spoil him with things.
I loved my mother very much, but my mother loved things more than she loved me. And she would validate her love for me by giving me things and would proceed to call me ungrateful or inconsiderate if said things did not have the desired effect. I couldn't imagine what it's like to be her, though. To ask God for what you want, and then he gives you what you need, though, only for you to ignore it and have the audacity to ask God for something else. By no means, though, do I want to give off any type of an impression that I am a victim of anything. And, there were a few things that she did teach me along the way. I did learn how not to love from my mother. I also learned to make sure that I never lose so much of who I am that I have to validate it through another person.
He also spoke on, he actually thanked her more so at the end. This is his thanks to his mother.
I do also want to make sure that I say thank you to my mother for giving me life. Without that moment in time, I wouldn't have had my little one. But outside of that moment, there isn't anything that either of us has to offer the other. In my opinion, it's a waste of God's time and the universe's time for praying for something that you are not willing to put forth any effort to obtain. Putting the work into becoming Monique is more important to my mother than being my mother. But like I said, man, I'm super grateful that she has the opportunity to do it all over again. I'm happy for her. I hope the Cat Williams tour goes well, but the narrative that she prays for us to reconcile is a false narrative. It's not real, and I'd appreciate it if she stopped saying stuff like that.
At the beginning of the video, he said that, he wrote down his thoughts to avoid being overcome with emotions or expressing scattered thoughts. He's well-spoken also, by the way. That, Lord, I'm like, he can have a podcast. He talks like amazingly. And he considered the video a form of therapy. And Monique and her husband, Sidney Hicks, they sat together and responded, as soon as they saw this, which was also yesterday, and this is what they said.
There's some people that are saying, oh, you should be ashamed of your mothering skills. Let's let it play out. Because the same ones that said to me, I was crazy, I was deranged, we watched it play out. I do want to address this, though, Charlamagne. When you say her daddy, then that's when mommy gonna say stop playing, because this has been Uncle Sid your whole life. Uncle Sid knew you before you knew you. So for you to say her 3 sons, yes, you're absolutely right. He has 3 sons. He can't claim you as his son because he's always been Uncle Sid, and he knows your daddy very well.
See, you're leaving off the fact that the last time we laid eyes on you, your mother got you everything you needed for the newborn baby.
It's really hard to watch people's trauma play out over social media. Like I don't understand why people can't speak to each other and why they feel like they owe an explanation to a bunch of strangers on social media.
Yeah, I mean, he saw his mother go on Club Shay and speak about
Mention
a relationship that she was praying to the universe for, and he basically said faith without works is dead. Like, don't act like this is something that you want. You know what I mean? You speak of the 3 children that you have, and you somehow leave me out. Like, you know, and your husband, and then to come back and say, you know, when you call him Uncle Sid, he's your Uncle Sid, but he would be, in fact, his stepfather. You know, and then also, you know, with Sydney even saying, the last time we laid eyes on you, we got everything for, you know, they were saying they got him a car, they got, you know, because the videos were long, but that's what he said. Like, y'all buy me things. You buy me things, Mom. You've always bought me things, but you weren't there. And you really never showed me that you wanted to be there either.
Lord have mercy. I wish they was having that conversation with each other.
I wish they were. But, you know, like he said, you know, basically he was making a video to his defense. She went public with it. Yeah. And he's still a hurt child in there. He's 34 years old. He has a child of his own. He's still a hurt child. So she has grandkids. I didn't even know that she has a grandbaby. But
you know, you applauding Monique's son's speech. I really like your serious voice, Jess. Your Jess with the journalist voice.
Oh my God, no!
It's incredible. Like your whole tone when you explain this story, you was talking. You even position your hands like this. You know what? You whisper at the end when you throw the things. You say, "Let's listen to this."
Yeah. You know what? And shut up over there, Rudolph. Red nose over there, sick. Talking about, oh my God, no.
Oh my God, no.
I know. Well, this is something I want to dig into. I mean, because this is obviously trauma that we're seeing unfolding.
No,
that was Jess With The Mess just now.
God, that was this is like trauma that we're seeing unfolding. And yes, I do wish that it could be between son and mother.
Yes.
Son and just mother.
I hate seeing it so much. We seen it with Romeo and his dad. We seen it with so many different people, and I just would love for them to get on the phone and chop it up and talk to each other. Like get their feelings out, and hopefully they can start to heal.
Yeah, hopefully that can happen.
Because we all know with having kids, there's no instruction manual. You know, how you raise this kid or what this kid likes or what this kid wants or what this kid needs is not what your other kid needs. So you just never know with raising kids.
Yeah, you never know. So I'm definitely praying for that family, praying to God for that family.
All right. And that is Jess With The Mess.
No, Jess got to say it.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Jess With The Mess, and my news is real.
See the journalist voice. See how she whispered in? That was Jess With The Mess, and my news is real.
And y'all can catch the uncut versions on Instagram.
Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to, man?
Man, 4 after the hour, you know it's Valentine's Day. Okay? It is Valentine's Day, and there's a lot of people out there that's single. And guess what? It's your fault.
Oh, boy.
We're going to talk about accountability this morning. It is time to talk about self-awareness, okay? Right. Some of y'all are alone because you are the problem. We will discuss.
Oh, boy. All right. We'll get to that next, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.